A very good morning and welcome to Kowloon Cricket Club. Aaron Bush with you for this KCC Morning League Grade 1 match. It's the Strikers up against the Nepal Rhinos. And the Strikers winning the toss, electing to have a bowl first. Tirat Singh to open the bowling for Strikers. Out in the middle for Nepal, Gagan Limbu and Milan Adhikari, I should say. Milan at the non-strikers end, it looks like. Gagan Limbu on strike. It's go time here for a Thursday morning at Kowloon Cricket Club. Grade 1 KCC Morning League 2025-26 season. Tirat Singh with the left arm round the wicket. Gagan just defends to start with. Slip in place, the captain. Harold Pinto there. Just moving his field around. Maz Mohammed, the wicket-keeper for the Strikers, as always. In behind the ball nicely again, but a couple of dots to start with for Tirat. Beautiful day for cricket. Not so sure the coming days are going to be just as nice, but blue skies. Strays onto the pads and beats the square leg fielder. Won't make it out all the way into the deep with the dewy outfield, but they'll come back for two and first runs off the bat for Nepal. Singh again around the wicket. Again, right on the middle stump. Just flicked around the corner. Can't beat backwards square. Two balls left to the first. Fuller this time. Crunched into the ground. Bump ball back to the bowler. Umpire Imran Arif, top of screen, officiating today. Square leg. Akash Yadav will come up to the bowler's end after over for number 5 probably. Full. Scooped out to Mangal runner at mid-off. So a single to finish off. Gagan Limbu will retain strike after one. The Hong Kong Nepalese Cricket Club is 3 for none. One goal runner over number 2. Myra Baloch joining me in broadcast as always. Myra, if my memory serves me correctly, one goal runner used to bowl spin. Sort of a loopy leg spin. And now he's running in, bowling the seamers. was the first delivery faced by Milan Adhikari. And he gets the wicket. Actually, it was Gagan Limbu on strike. Milan facing the first over. So Gagan Limbu departs cheaply out for a duck. In the second, Mungo Runner strikes. Nepal 4 for 1. First wicket falls. Century comes to the crease at number 3. The seemingly working for Mungo Runner. Getting an early wicket. Wonder if he'll go to spin in the later overs. So a solid start from Adhikari. The 2-ball duck for Gagan Limbu. Very dangerous Gagan Limbu. Scored big last season. Of course, Nepal Rhinos were in grade 2 last season and then getting promoted. Oh, that has been smoked. They had a deep square leg in place and went straight over his head for 6. Straight over square leg. Straight over the deep square leg, into the netting. That's the way to get off the mark. Gets a nice full toss on the pads and says thank you very much. Leg by. Rotate the strike back to Adhikari. No, it'll be the end of the over and Century will retain strike. So a wicket falling and a maximum in the second. Nepal 11 for 1 after 2. Well, that was hit really hard and into the jaw, it looks like, of Tirat Singh. Take a cheeky single as well, as he was in a little bit of pain. I'll tell you what, the Century is getting it out of the middle at the moment. Tirat looks all right, can continue. Well, that's a big waist-high full toss. Only just under the waist, according to umpire Akash at square leg. I'll take the single. And that one's been dispatched as well. Century with a 4 this time. Smashing it wide-ish long on. Watch on the replay. Picks it up from outside off. Calls of catch, but there was no one out there to catch it. Now they're going to push mid-on back to long on. No deep square. There's only one outside the circle, it looks like. Is that cow corner catching position. That's a good bit of footwork from Tirat. Saves the single. Every time Century's hitting the ball at the moment, it sounds like it's being smashed out of the middle. Oh, gives him a full toss and gets what it deserves. Smash through mid-wicket this time for 6. He's hit a 6 through deep square, a 6 through mid-wicket and a 4 through cow corner. He's moved to 17 off just 7 deliveries here, Century. The captain this year for the Hong Kong Nepalese Cricket Association, Suman Century. He's leading by example at the moment. That one's hit hard, but straight to Mungal runner at mid off again. End of the over, 3 done. 12 runs coming from it. Nepal 23 for 1. Mungal runner to continue as we get a nice reverse angle view. Thank you, Myra. Just trying to spice up the broadcast. Give us a behind the keeper look for the first ball from Mungal runner. Still the slip in place. A little deeper, a little wider from Pinto. Adhikari just easing it on to the leg side. Run through the playing 11s today for Hong Kong Nepalese Cricket Association. The captain, of course, Suman Century at the non-strikers end. Suman Shah, Thinlay Kenchup, Angshu Tamang, who may be the wicketkeeper today. We will see. Eases that one off the pads. Didn't get any bat on it. Just eased off the pads for a leg bye. Sujit Madden Limbu, who we'll see with ball in hand. Prodigious wicket taker last year. Sujit Limbu. Bikash Shrestha, Sonam Lama, new into the side this year. Gagan Limbu, the opening batter, already back. Susan Shrestha and Milan Adhikari, who's out there in the middle as well. Well, that's the end of the captain, and Mungal runner strikes again. Harmandeep Singh taking the catch, also new into the strikers lineup. We'll run through their side very shortly. It's going to bring Sonam Lama to the crease at number 4. Change in bowling for over number 5. Rawat into the attack for the first time today. Run through the playing 11 for the strikers. Popped up over the top of the infield, racing away for 4. Lama gets off the mark with a boundary. Taking over from where the captain left off with his quick fire innings. Interesting angle from Rawat, going right arm around the wicket, so he pushes it across the body, and easy pickings for Lama. The playing 11 for the strikers today, the wicket-keeper Maz Muhammad, Hamid Ali, Amit Rawat, who is bowling right now. Mangal Rana, Harmandeep Singh on debut, taking a catch already. The captain, Harold Pinto, who is no longer in slips. He is at cover. Manoj Bagri, Siddharth Pandit, the left-arm spinner. Good to see Siddharth is back. This one chopped through, extra cover, beats one fielder, won't beat the deep point fielder coming all the way around to pick up that deep cover. Tirat Singh, who we've already seen bowl today, and Diwan Singh, and there is a 11th. It is a new player, Sumit Bisht. Sumit Bisht rounding out the playing 11. They've also got 12th and a 13th today. The strikers have come loaded. I know Arjun Singh's out there fielding, 12th man. I think their 13th, Zahid Rahim, is still sitting in the dugout below us. Pinto doing the fielding there. This is a tidy over so far for Nepal, 7 runs off it. One thing we did see last year, even though they went all the way up and promoted out of grade 2, sometimes their middle order gets a little shaky. Looking pretty solid at the moment, as that's cut away out to cover point. Let's take a single. 8 runs coming from the 5th, one over left of the power play. Nepal 32 for 2. Just speaking of the new player for the strikers this season, Sumit Bisht will round out the power play for the strikers. Change of umpires. Akash Yadav now officiating at the bowler's end from the Austin Road end, where Sumit will come steaming in. And he starts wide, stays wide. Don't forget, you can go and check out all the stats on both Grade 1 and Grade 2 KCC Morning League at the KCC Match Centre, where I'm going to head off now and have a look at some stats and look where the table's at after a few... What have we had? 2 weeks, one reschedule. So this is game number 4, I guess. Couple of wides to start with for the debutant. Calls of catch it, but it's going to clear the infield. Won't make the long boundary down towards Austin Road. It'll come back for an easy 2. Have a look at the table for Grade 1 so far. Only the one game completed, of course, with the rescheduled Chingy Smashers HSBC game, which is due to come up next Thursday. So on top, the Titans. No ball this time. So free hit coming up. The Titans beating the IC All-Stars, but only just. So the Titans on top after one game. The net run rate of 0.25. Obviously, that means that the IC All-Stars on the bottom of the table have a net run rate of minus 0.25. Very, very, very close here. You'd expect whoever wins today's game likely to go top of the table. That's spin and miss hit. And a catch with one hand. What an effort that was, running backwards. But it was, of course, a no ball, so I got excited because I was paying attention to the match centre instead. Murray got excited as well, let's be honest. It was a good catch. It was Rowat with that fancy catch. They took a... This is going to be a long over. Myra, minimum of 10 deliveries. Bist is going to have to bowl. Well, that one's probably the best of the over. Very nice. Changes the angle. Keeps it tight. Got it to straighten too, so it didn't keep on going over into the tram lines and pick up another extra. Just a little dab out. Rolls out all the way backward a point. The fumble does not incur a extra run, so I'll take one. Still 2 balls left to the power play. Pretty even from both sides. 40 on the board for Nepal so far. 2 wickets down. Tries to roll the wrist over that one, rolls it straight across onto the turf pitch. Free hit. Myra, let's not forget it's a free hit this time, so we don't get too excited. I've read all the information I want to read on KCC Match Centre, so I'll be paying attention. Lama with the free hit. And hits it towards Rowett again, but along the ground, and they will take another single. All right, can Bist round out this power play with his 11th delivery. Take the extras out, and it's only been a handful of runs. It's 10 off the over already. No chance of Rowett putting the right hand up and snagging that one as it goes up over the top through cow corner. 4 runs to finish off a big over and a big power play. After 6, Hong Kong Nepalese Cricket Association are 46 for 2. Harmandeep Singh on debut for the Strikers to bowl first over outside the power play. He wants some changes in the field. He's going to put Sumit Bist out at deep square leg. They've got a deep backward point, deep third, and a deep cover, extra cover fielder, which is where that one's going, but will they get there? It's heading towards the little red tractor. Push back for 2. A wild throw from the deep. Pulls the length back and just eases it backward of square. Siddarth Pandit is sitting there. We'll see him, I'm sure, in a few overs to come. Short and fast, keeps it outside off, picks up the dot. Scoops it up and over the top this time. Not going to make the boundary. Going to be chased out just on the ropes. Good piece of fielding running all the way from inside the circle. $50 runs up for the Nepal Rhinos. They've seen it on the scoreboard. Always vocal, whether they're batting or bowling. Cheering on their batters out in the middle. Just eases it. Dewan Singh at mid-wicket. Set back on the circle, so quick single. Keeping the runs ticking over. 6 off this over so far with the ball remaining in the 7th. Finishes off with a dot, so it will be 6 runs from the 7th, bringing up the half century for the Nepal Rhinos. They're 52 for 2. Partnership now up to 28. Said we were going to see him shortly. He was sitting a backward square. It is the vice-captain for the Strikers, Siddarth Pandit, with the left arm slow. Always a favourite of the 2 left-armers in broadcast. Myra and I, if you're a left-armer, like Tirat Singh opening the bowling. Extra credit, extra leeway. Wide's called. Oh, that was a tough decision. LBW turned out. Oh, tough decision. Whereas if they were right armers, it'd be like, oh, good decision, umpire. Carry on. A jest. But he is a noted wicket taker as well. Siddarth Pandit. Milan Adhikari just getting himself reset. Long on, long off. Deep cover and a deep square leg. 4 outside the circle. The deep extra cover moving around more to a cover point even. There we go, round the wicket. Pops one up in the air. It's not going to carry out to Harmandeep Singh. Well, they've also got a 5th. They've got a deep mid-wicket as well. They were both thinking they might be in the action there, but didn't carry. A couple of bounces. More shuffling in the field. Cover and point to switching positions, the players that is. Well, it's popped up in the air and smashed, in fact, has cleared the tents into the Strikers' dugout. Dropped it in short, looking to lure Adhikari into the trap. With the circle of players waiting out in the deep on the leg side, but can't catch it. You'd have to be, about 15 foot tall to get that one, as it's popped up over the top of the netting. over the top of the tents. And back live. Faster this time, a bit flatter from Pandit as it pushed out to long off. Now Lama back on strike, 14 off 15. He'll be facing Pandit for the first time today. And zips that one through, a little bit of turn as well. Mixes it up nicely, Pandit. Some of the loopy ones, some of the flatter ones. It's more of the flatter one. It's gone straight over the top of middle stump. Watch on the replay. Muzz having to move across. He can't believe that did not take the bails. Back live. And just swats it out over the top of mid-on. Harmandeep will do the fielding in the deep. And a good over for Nepal. Double figures again. 10 runs coming from the 8th. They're 62 for 2. Little misfield backward of square allows the single to start the over with Harmandeep Singh into his second. Mars thought there was an edge. Mars was the only one that thought there was an edge, but another went in the books as a dot this time. Tidy start into his second here for Harmandeep Singh. Goes the Yorker length. It's popped up with a bit of bottom hand, but everyone's set back. They can just take the one. One ball left to the 9th. Just dealing in singles this over. Partnership now into the 40s though. 42 off just 33 deliveries. Dotted straight back. So it will be just the 4 singles coming from the 9th. Nepal Rhinos 66 for 2. More runs as it pops out into the deep. Nobody inside the circle forward of square on the leg side. That's going to go for 4. Nice short boundary. Not sure it was where it was supposed to go, but Lama moves into the 20s as well. Very positive third wicket partnership here for Nepal Rhinos. Another single out into the deep. Been a little expensive, but he tends to generate wickets, Siddharth Pandit. Just not a matter of if, but when. That one's not going to get caught because that's gone flying over the top. Long off, down to Austin Road end for 6. That's a big 6. And that's the 50 partnership up. Done in style. Milan Adhikari smashes his second maximum. 54 runs off 38 deliveries. These two. And then Pandit brings it back nicely. Goes straight on. Coming back in a little bit. Good comeback delivery. Shorter, popped up in the air, a chance out in the deep, and the catch is taken. I said it, only a matter of time. Bish takes the catch in the deep, and the big 50-run partnership comes to an end. Nepal lose their third on 78. Adhikari out for 32. I said it's not a matter of if, but when Siddharth Pandit will strike. And he strikes at the end of his second. Halfway there, 10 overs done. The Nepal Rhinos 78 for 3. More live cricket action next weekend here on KCC YouTube. On Saturday, it's Saturday Division 1 with KCC Crusaders up against USRC Lions live from 1 p.m. Then on Sunday, Premier League One Day returns with KCC Premier up against Pakistan Association Cricket Club Premier live from 10 a.m. KCC, the heart of cricket in Hong Kong. Yes, lots of exciting action, including this weekend. A doubleheader on Sunday. I'll be commentating as Kowloon Cricket Club take on Shanghai Cricket Club in a T20 in the morning. And in the afternoon, it's a Women's League Division 2. KCC Maidens up against Krakengower Cricket Club Fung Wong. Going to be a cracking game. That'll be live from 2:30 p.m. 10:30 for the Shanghai game on Sunday. You're watching along on KCC Morning League YouTube. Thanks for joining us. I can see AT17 is a big Nepal Rhinos fan. Waits on this one. Crunches Diwan's first delivery for 4. Suman Shah has come to the crease at the non-striker's end. And Lamak continuing on. He's got up to over his quarter century now. 26 off 25. Suman Shah, he can hit a big ball as well. That one there, keeping it nice and safe going forward of square. taking Bisht out of the equation. He's moved now to a forward square position. They got a ring, deep mid wicket, and wideish long on. 3 catching positions out on the leg side in the deep. So this one goes along the ground out to deep cover instead. Takes the single, and Suman Shah will face his first delivery of the 25-26 season. Yeah, 80-17. Big fan of the Rhinos. You can obviously drop into the live chat, say who you think's going to win, who you're supporting. Big floater there from Diwan. Boxo is in the chat as well. Let's do it, guys. Don't know what team you're going for there. Whether it's Nepal or strikers. Speaking of striking, completely missed that one, Suman Shah. Too slow through the air from Diwan. Just a touch high. Umpire Imran Arif back at the officiating end. So this time waits on it and chops down backward a point for a single. Gets off the mark and gets off strike. 1 ball left, the 11th. Good delivery to finish off the over 6 runs from the 11th. Hong Kong Nepalese Cricket Association, 84 for 3. Mangal Rana back into the attack. Is he going to continue being the seamer? It looks like it. Let's see how far he paces out. Oh, no, I think he's going back to spin. I like this. 2 overs of seam, gets the wicket early, and then back to his spin, where he also tends to find plenty of wickets. There it is, the big loopy leggy. And chopped out, hacked out into the deep by Suman for a single. Don't see that often in cricket. Somebody bowling medium pace seamers and then switching to the spin. But you see it in KCC Morning League, and we love to see it. Here's the big loop again. Turning away just too much to pick up that off stump. So much loop, it's tough to find the stumps. Watch on the replay. So much air, it just spins and bounces up. Oh my goodness, decides to go with a quick one and sprays it down leg. Obviously he was thinking he might be able to squeeze one through the gate of Lama. Need to re-bowl. Waits on that one, Lama. Bit of toe of the bat out into the deep for a single. It's another difficulty for the batters against the loopy Mangal runner. It's the timing, trying to find it out of the middle. Times that one nicely though. Work to do in the deep. Will get cut off. Hamid Ali out in the deep, who should open the batting, if I recall correctly, Myra, with Mars. Those two always having big opening partnerships. Be imperative for the Nepal Rhinos to get the wicket of Mars early when they come out to bat in 8 overs time. I said earlier that last year the Nepal Rhinos, especially early on in Grade 2 season, struggled in the middle order, but they're looking much better this season. Oh, Mars, you got to have the ball in the hands there, Mars. Lama gets a life, should be gone. Watch on the replay. He was miles down the pitch. Bit like my son when he wicket keeps there, Mars. Eyes light up. Right, I've got the stumping, but yeah, crocodile at a touch, comes off the end of the fingers, and Lama survives. 12 done. Nepal 89 for 3. Diwan Singh to continue. Suman Shah switching to the cap. You expect Suman and Bikash Shrestha to open the bowling, perhaps. This would be a catch if they had a mid-on in place, but they don't. Long on comes all the way in. It's the 12th man, Arjun Singh there. It is out at long on. It's been about 3 or 4 where if the mid-on was in place, be in a catching position, but they're more intent on protecting the boundary at the moment, the strikers, keeping the score down. 90 for 3. It's not a huge score. Waits on the floater, chops out hard into the deep. Misfield's going to allow 4 runs. That was hit hard from Lama. That's his 4th 4 of the innings as he moves to 32 off 32. This was nicely played, weighted on the looper. Had the fielder in place out there in the deep. Went straight through him, in fact. Oh, the faster flat one. It's gone straight up in the air. Mars Muhammad gets underneath there, takes the catch. And Diwan Singh gets the big wicket. Lama departs for 32. Rhinos lose their 4th on 94. Went the faster one. This time Diwan Singh, and missed time completely from Lama. Susan Shrestha comes out to the middle. Nice catch from Mars. Nice change of camera angle from Myra. Well done, Myra. Susan Shrestha will go and join Suman Shah out in the middle. Oh, on the pad, but going down leg. As umpire Imran Arif agrees. Diwan fired up, went for 4, gets the wicket. Onto the pads after that. New batters out in the middle, just 6 deliveries for Suman Shah so far. Scoops the loop out through mid-wicket. Suman Shah on strike. Oh, got lucky there. Diwan, he's only going to go in the books as an extra. Suman Shah was looking to put him onto Jordan Path and fell over. Maz having to do the fielding on the leg side, and he takes a tumble as well. So a successful over for the strikers, 8 runs coming from it. 7 overs remain. Nepal Rhinos 97 for 4. Mangal successful in his previous over. He's got a wicket with a seam. He's got a wicket with a spin. But he's only got 3 balls left to try to get a 3rd wicket. Be the first bowler today to bowl out. Very tidy, as always, from Mangal Defends nicely. Myra, you might know. Is Mangal still working as a chef out in Sai Kung? I think he is. Myra has no idea about that, but I'm pretty sure he is. I've got to get out there one day. Try his food. Apparently everyone loves to go out there. It's just a long way to Sai Kung. The loop. Bounces off the knee of Diwan Singh at mid-off, so they'll take 1. 1 ball left for Munga. As the Rhinos creeping towards 3 figures. They need to get up above 120, you'd think, Myra, with this batting lineup. Muz Muhammad, of course, ever dangerous. Well, there's the fast one. And after some thought, the finger goes up with his very last delivery. Mungal gets his 3rd. He's bowled out 4 overs, 3 for 14. Nepal is their 5th on 99. Suman Shah departs. Onsu Tamang comes to the crease. Will be at the non-striker's end, joining Susan Shrestha. This is where the Nepal Rhinos need to buckle down, because it was a little bit of an issue last year. Their top order fired, which they have. They're usually powered on to win, but if they lose 2 or 3 more wickets now in the next 2 or 3 overs, strikers may bowl them out. Diwan Singh. Wicket, the big wicket of Lama in his previous over. Cuts out straight to point. They're going to have to shuffle and hurry. They do, as the throw comes in just a touch wide. And that's going to put Tamang, who's new into the side for the Rhinos this year as well. I'm hearing whispers from the Nepal Rhinos dugout that, while named, Tinley Kanchab won't be playing today. That's a huge out. Brings 100 up, by the way. You can see on screen. It's still a good score, even without Tinley. Happy to just wait on that one and ease onto the leg side. Trying to attack the new batter here, bringing people in from the deep. The left-hander, of course. They've got deep square leg, deep mid-wicket, a deep cow corner out near the little red tractor. And a long on, plus the long off. Oh, that's got to be close. Finger goes up from umpire Akash Yadav. Good glove work, no mistake this time from Maz Muhammad. Dewan gets a 2nd. And the Rhinos lose their 6th, right on the 3-figure mark. They're 100 for 6. And the left-handed Tamang wasn't out there for long. He departs. 2nd duck of the innings for Nepal Rhinos. Bikash Shrestha, the opening bowler, coming out to the crease at number 8. Dewan Singh 2 for 15 off just 2.5. And the two loopy spinners doing the damage here in the middle to late overs of the first innings. Bikash Shrestha joining Susan Shrestha. Oh, that's going to be a wicket as well. Skied straight up in the air. Dewan, it's going to be in a hat trick. Bikash departs for a golden duck. 7 wickets down now for Nepal on 100. Hat-trick ball coming up for Dewan Singh. 3 for 15. Second time we've seen one just towed up into the air. Muz Mohammed. He's on a hat-trick as well, Muz. Stumping. Caught behind. What other ways can Muz get a hat-trick here? Run out, maybe. Get a team hat-trick. He gets a hat-trick himself with the throw-in. Everyone coming in nice and close in catching positions. Deep square leg. Seems to be the only one outside the circle. Mungal Runners floating at mid-on. A few steps outside the circle and expecting him to walk in. Here we go. Hat-trick ball. And it's going to be a dot. But what an over this has been. Strikers right back in the game. Pegging things back. Seems like just an over or two ago. 54-run partnership was underway. The wickets have tumbled as they have in previous games for Hong Kong Nepalese Cricket Association. Onto it quickly, Muz and Dewan. He doesn't want to give up any more runs. It's going to be 2 wickets and just a single. Big 15th over for the Strikers. 5 overs remain. Nepal Rhinos 100 for 7. Siddharth Pandit back into the attack. See if he can pick up another wicket as well. Zips the faster one through. Spin attack. A wicket for Siddharth Pandit. 3 wickets for Mungal Runner. 2 of them with spin. 3 wickets for Dewan as well. Oh, I'm not sure how Susan has missed that one. Oh, it's going to be another toe up in the air. This time, Dewan Singh gets underneath it, and he's put it down. He's not going to make friends there. He's got 3 wickets himself and puts the catch down. It was a pretty easy catch running in from square leg. It was a raffle between Dewan Singh and Muz Mohammed with the gloves, and in the end, Dewan called for it. Siddharth Pandit misses out on a second. Susan Shrestha also gets a life. Sujit Limbu on strike. He plays all over the top of that one as well. Inside, spinning away. Drops it in short and flatter this time, so swatted away to Dewan at square leg. Another tidy over, though, from the spinners. Single off the previous one with a couple of wickets. Just 2 singles so far this over. Should have been a wicket. Tip and run onto the offside. Pick up 3 singles to round out the 16th. Nepal Rhinos 103 for 7. Yuan Singh to bowl out here. 6 legal deliveries left of his spell. 3 wickets to his name. He'd probably want to get the wicket here of Susan Shrestha after putting him down last over. That's awfully close as well, but perhaps going over the top. Hit high on the thigh pad. Squatting down a touch, Susan. Certainly worth a shout. Oh, Sujit having to scramble back there as Susan smashes it straight back to Singh. Big weight on that one and punches it hard out into the deep. Bisht does the fielding, keeps it to a single as well. Swatted out to mid-wicket. Manoj Bagri. I haven't seen much of him today. Does the fielding. This one going backward a square. Bish not able to cut that one off. Picks up a valuable boundary. They need to power on here. The Rhinos push it up. 130, 140 perhaps. 3 wickets in hand. I'm hoping that number 11 is currently walking around the ropes. I'll also be hoping they don't need them. There's a big swing and the miss. Swatting at butterflies to finish off a very tidy spell from Yuan Singh. Have a look at the bowling card. 2 bowled out now. Yuan, 3 for 21. Mangal Runner, 3 for 14. Getting 6 of the 7 wickets. And if Siddharth Pandit, it's not going to be Siddharth Pandit to bowl this over. He's still got an over left. Harman Singh's got 2. Is that the captain having a bowl for the first time today? Harold Pinto going to bowl the 18th. Does the man bun. Ready to have a bowl. Sujit Limbu on strike. Just on 2 at the moment. And the faster one, this again, the swat forward of square, takes the single, rotates the strike back to Susan Shrestha. He should be out, but isn't. And it's 10 off 14. How much can he make the strikers pay for that missed catch? He'll pick up an extra there as it spins down leg. Oh, the captain's decided he doesn't want anybody going down the pitch while he's going to bowl. He's appealed for it, and Susan Shrestha, no, he's been brought back. Good cricket all round. He's been given the warning, retracts the appeal. That said, I'm a big fan of the old man, Cad. Stay in your crease. Simple, but in the spirit of cricket, Susan survives. Again, that's his second life. He's like a cat. Does he get 9 lives? No. Okay, well, they get the wicket eventually, and this time it's Sujit Limu run out, going back for a cheeky second. There's a lot going on this over as Prabin Taba comes to the crease, number 10. There's been a Mankad recall, a run out, the very next ball. Then the captain's gone down. There's a shaking of hands with Susat. Shaking of hands. What is going on? There's a lot of handshaking. Hamid Ali's shaking hands with Akash Yadav, the umpire. Okay. Can we continue this over? 2 more wickets for the strikers to go into the innings break before the 20-over mark. New player this season for the Rhinos, Prabin Taba. Eases it on the leg side. Divan Singh throws in. I'll take 1. Taba will retain strike after 18. Oh, still a ball left. Why am I getting excited? There was a wide in there. That's why. So, Siddharth Pandit with the duties in the penultimate over. Charge and a scoop up in the air. A chance in the deep. Just one bounce to Mangal Runner at long on. Oh, looking to be inventive here, Prabin, but just in the books as a dot. 9 legal deliveries remaining. It's been quite tidy from the strikers. That really... Well, that's going to be... Looks like buys, I think. Wait for the signal from umpire Yadav. Indeed it is. Very tidy again from Siddharth Pandit. He's got 2 balls left of his spell. Can he get the wicket of Susan Shrestha, which he should have had earlier? Not with that one, but it'll be a dot. Ease to Pinto, third inside the circle. So they're going to get to the 120. I still think they need to get up over 130 to make the strikers chase. They're a very good side, the strikers. And of course, the Rhinos coming up for the first time into grade one. Oh, that one's going to be a second wicket. It's not going to be the wicket of Susan Shrestha, but Pravin Taba departs for two. Pandit's got two. Nepal Rhinos 119 for 9. Former captain of the Nepal Rhinos last season, Malaka Mayu, comes to the crease at number 11. The fill-in player today with Thinlay Kenchub not available at late notice. So both from the Nepal Rhinos, who are very appreciative. It's also appreciative for the KCC Morning League that Malaka's come down at late notice. He's at the non-striker's end. 1 over remains. Captain Harold Pinto to bowl the death over. And Susan swings hard out to Bisht at deep square. Been plenty of singles out there today. Oh, the former captain's going to start with a 4. Backward of square. Pinch hitter for the Nepal Rhinos this year, perhaps. Malaka. He's done well. He's picked that one up off stump and dispatched it backward of square. 4 balls left. And good comeback. No, too wide. Akash Yadav, umpire, just watching that one, making sure it went through the trams. It looked like it did, so good call. Still 4 balls left. Oh, he's done it again. Couple of bounces over the rope, back got a square for 4. Malaka Mayu batting at number 11. Strike rate of 400. I'm going to get that 130 I said they needed to get to. They've made the change now. It took 2 4s in a row. They've put Diwan Singh at backward square on the ropes now. So goes the reverse. Doesn't get much of it, but we'll take a single. Might be the most entertaining innings I've seen from Malaka. I mean, he's come in as a replacement. Oh, he's picked that one up backward a square as well. Susan Shrestha. Good late runs here for the Nepal Rhinos, much needed. Can we see a maximum off the last delivery and get them to 140? Live as Pinto comes in. Shrestha swings hard. It won't be a maximum. It won't be a boundary. Oh, I spoke too soon. And it's going to be 4 on the misfield from Bisht. So 138 in the books for the Nepal Rhinos as we head into the innings break. They batted it out today. Good effort, 138 for 9. We'll have a look at the batting and bowling cards, please, Myra. And a couple of equal top scores. Milan Adhikari opening with a 32. And a new player, Sonam Lama, with a 32 off 33 as well. A handy 22 from Susan Shrestha, who got 2 lives out there in the middle, and a 17 from the new captain's century, getting the score up to 138. The bowling card for the Strikers today dominated by their spinners. A 3-for Mangal Runner, 3 for 14, including a maiden, Diwan, who was on a hat-trick, 3 for 21, and a 2-for Siddharth Pandit, 2 for 29. The spinners sharing the wickets today and a run out as well. So we're in the innings break here at Kowloon Cricket Club for the KCC Morning League Grade 1 match. Strikers, when they come out to bat, will need 139 for victory. Follow us on our socials here at Kowloon Cricket Club for all the latest information. Facebook, Instagram, X and on YouTube. Scan the QR code today. Join Hong Kong's premier junior cricket program at KCC, catering for all ages from under 5s right through to under 17s. The KCC JCP also has a dedicated girls program for all ages. Scan the QR code to sign up today. This weekend, more live action from Kowloon Cricket Club with 4 games broadcast live. On Friday, it's the Friday Masters League. The KCC Knights taking on Sangkai from 11:30am. On Saturday, the Saracens will take on the Asquith Little Saiwan Strikers in Saturday Division 2 live from 1pm. Then the doubleheader on Sunday with Kowloon Cricket Club taking on Shanghai from 10:30am. And then in the afternoon, the KCC Maidens will take on CCC Fung Wong from 2:30pm. All broadcast live here on KCC YouTube. Kowloon Cricket Club, the heart of cricket in Hong Kong. Innings break done here at Kowloon Cricket Club for the KCC Morning League Grade 1 match. Strikers versus Nepal Rhinos. If you're just joining us, 138 on the board for the Nepal Rhinos. 139 required for the Strikers. The two opening bats for the Strikers. Muhammad Maz at the non-strikers end, and Hadi Ahmad Ali will be on strike. Umpire Akash Yadav with the ball in hand there, waiting to see who will open the bowling. We believe it'll be Suman Shah. He takes the cap off there on screen. So we were correct, Myra. Myra Baluch, as always, in the KCC Morning League Broadcast Centre. What's your prediction here, Myra? Is the Strikers going to chase this one down, or Rhinos to get their first Grade 1 victory? Strikers for Myra. She wants to clarify, just so she doesn't upset the viewers who are all supporting Nepal Rhinos, that she does support the Nepal Rhinos. Huge Nepal Rhinos fan, as am I, as we all are. But it'll all depend on this power play, I think. If they can get the wickets of Maz and Hamid early, and the Rhinos will be right in this one. But if these two get off to their normal start, then it could be a Strikers win. We're going to go to the countdown now. Suman Shah just dabbed there from Hamid. I do like that countdown, Myra. It's a bit exciting. The players get to see it as well on the scoreboard countdown. Suman Shah wasn't looking at the countdown because he was bowling just as the play button was pushed. So run rate required 7. It's handy. Fast and straight again from Shah, but first runs off the bat for Hadi. So they take the quick tip and run. Maz Muhammad. First time we get to see Maz with the bat this year. Scored plenty of runs last season. That brief moment I was commentating out at PKVR, he scored big out there as well. Plays lots of morning league cricket. Just slashes it that outside off. Wasn't far away from finding an edge. Yes, practiced the leave there, Maz, on the first delivery, perhaps. Oh, into the thigh pad this time. Oh, nice little soccer onto the stumps from Suman Shah. A football career beckons after this cricket game, perhaps, for Suman. Very tidy start. 4 dots and a single so far in the first. Keeps it inside the trams again. A slash outside off. Just the 1 run coming from the first. The Strikers need another 138 in the next 19. Seems like we lost audio there for a while. It's back now, hopefully. Apologies for that. Shame. There's some wonderful commentary in that first 4 overs. But I'm back. After 4, the Strikers. 14 for the loss of no wicket. Going at 3.5 and needing to go at 7.81 here. We'll see our first change in bowling today. Milan Adhikari to bowl the 5th over for Nepal Rhinos. And thank you to AT17 in the YouTube comments for letting me know that the sound had somehow disappeared over the innings break. Computers, they do weird things. Muhammad Ali, 2 boundaries to his name, 10 off 17 on strike. It's a measured start, and that's being polite for the Strikers. Unusually measured between Muhammad Ali and Maz Mohammed. But it's been good bowling. That's kept the score down. And they're looking to survive this power play. Wickets in hand, try to power up to the 139 required. Cut away out into the deep, whereas this protection at deep cover. So another single in the books. Drops a shorter one in. Mars just finds another single through mid-on, and they're going to run on the arm of the overthrow, and a misfield from Suman Shah. Means they might come back for 3 here. Well, if they don't back this up probably, they're going to go for 4. All run. Oh, it could be 5. There's a misfield in the deep as well. All going on.
They ran 4, right? Let's see.
4 all run. I don't think it's the first time we've seen it in KCC Morning League, but it's been a while. The intricacies of scoring. Maz Mohammed won't have a boundary to his name yet, even though he got 4 all run. They're probably a bit tired. I thought they were going to go for 5. Let's drag down leg as Mars is now starting to shape up how we expected earlier. The charge was on. He's got 1.5 overs left of the fielding restrictions, deep square leg and a deep cover. And looking to go over the top of mid-wicket through cow corner or even out to long on, long off where he also likes to go. And this time Adhikari keeps it just inside the tram, seaming away a touch. I hope I didn't. One ball left of the 5th. The slower one. And Muhammad Ali is onto it early. Backward a square for 4. Big over. 11 runs coming from the 5th. Quarter century mark now for the Strikers after 5. Going at 5s, they're 25 for the loss of no wicket. Big Ashresta into the attack for the first time today to finish off the power play. He'd be looking for some wickets because if I recall correctly, Myra in that first innings wasn't out there for a long time. Possibly a golden duck. There was 2 ducks. Gagan got a duck at as the opener as well. And yeah, whoever got out, yeah, Bikash was the one that put Diwan Singh onto the hat-trick ball. Oh, delicate. Picks a little gap. I think it's Gagan doing the fielding there with his foot. Stops it, keeps it to 1. Well, perhaps, I think it was when the audio wasn't working, Byron, but we were talking about how Nepal Rhinos now up into grade 1. And they've bought their batting, grade 1 batting, and they've started well with the ball, but they need to get their grade 1 fielding in order. It's a whole different league, grade 1 KCC Morning League. Cut away again, and again Gagan does a dive roll, only parries it though. No damage done, keeps it to 1. Okay, we saw Mars last over deciding to come down the wicket to Adhikari. Is he going to do the charge to Bikash? Ongshu with the gloves on for the Nepal Rhinos, standing back. He winds up. That should be wide. And that is, says umpire Imran Arif, switching into the lead umpire role for the next 5 overs. As Akash takes a break out at square leg. We had beautiful blue skies to start the game, but cloud cover with that tropical storm coming in, starting to come and go. Well, that's the Mars Mohammed we expect. Gets a shorter one, flicks it away backward a square. Stays inside the ground, which is nice. It went close to going onto Jordan Path, but that was a big one. No doubts about this being a boundary. Might have run 4 previously, but this one with the wrists and the pace of Bikash. Easy pickings. They do have a fielder now waiting backward square on the 45 on the ropes, but wouldn't have mattered for that one. Too big. They had these 2 out in the middle pinned down in the first 3 overs. And there's the charge. All it's going to result in is it should be a leg by. No, bat. I thought it went into the ribs. Mars is looking at his elbow. A bit of a fine edge onto the body. 2 balls left to the power play. I'll give you an update of where the Rhinos were at the end of the power play after those 2 balls. Straight to the fielder. Hamad needs to get back. Does so. Looks like Sujit is at extra cover. Again, gentle hands straight to gully. So, a couple of dots to finish with, in fact. Power play done. Strikers 35 for the loss of no wicket. Myra. Let's have a look at the worm and see the comparison at the same time. 46 for 2, the Nepal Rhinos. So a little behind on the runs at the moment, the Strikers, but 2 more wickets in hand. 35 for the loss of no wicket. They need another 104 at 7.43. Sujit Limbu to bowl the 7th. First time seeing Sujit today. Premier spinner for Nepal Rhinos. We were talking about earlier with Diwan and Rangal and Siddharth Pandit being the spinners that get the wickets. Well, the person that gets the wickets for Hong Kong Nepalese Cricket Association is Sujit Limbu. And he needs to break this partnership at 35. And trying to find the big wicket here of Mars Mohammed. They put the slip in place. Outside the power play, deep square leg, deep mid wicket, long on, long off, and deep extra cover. Finds a gap through mid off, takes the one. Again, a bit of half fielding from Nepal Rhinos, but they don't take the second. Oh, good piece of fielding, diving to his left, it slipped. They'll take the single on the parry. Want some changes here as well. I think they're going to put backward point. They've taken out the backward square. Deep square just going a little bit further around. And this is going to be close. Good running. Dropped the bat in the end, Mars. He knew he had to scamper. He was coasting along, but straight to extra cover. Mars picks his bat up and can continue. Hamid on strike. There's calls of catch as always, but it's not going to carry to Suman Shah out at deep mid wicket. And another poor piece of fielding. Gives up 3 extra runs as Hamid gets the boundary. He was onto this one, Suman. He had to run a long way to his left, but got down, tried to pick it up, did not. 4 runs. Saw a half-century partnership in the first innings. These two cruising along nicely, 42 at the moment. And the faster one from Sujit. Tip and run single again. Oh, it's gone out into the deep and the catch has been taken. Mars has put it straight down the throat of backward square. Susan Shrestha with the catch and Sujit strikes in his first. Went for 8 but gets the massive wicket of Mars Mohammed for 17. Strikers lose their first on 43. That was a great catch and it was a rolled catch from Susan and it bobbled out there. I was watching it out the side of our broadcast area. Almost took the catch and then rolled and fell out. But in the end, good catch, big wicket. Sujit gets one. First one falls for the strikers on 43. Amit Rawat to the crease to join Hamid Ali. And it looks like Bikash is going to bowl a second here. Went for 10 in his first. But that was also including a massive 6 from Mars Mohammed, who won't bother him anymore today. Our friend watching along on the YouTube that helped us out with the sound issues, 1817, is watching from Nepal. I don't know what time it is in Nepal, but it must be early. That's the captain, I should say. Bikash only bowling the 1 over. Century to bowl over number 8. Popped up in the air, first ball, but it's not going to get a carry out to the long off. So Amit gets his first runs. Now, good call from the captain here. He's made long on and long off float well inside the rope because that's where that ball ended up. Well, that was Hamid, I should say. Now it's Rawat. And he's put it up in the air just over the top of Shrestha's head. Goes for 6. That wasn't far away from being into the mitts again. 2 or 3 inches over the top of an outstretched hand from Shrestha. Just needed the boundary to be about 2 metres back and he would have been able to take that one. But Amit starts with a maximum. 50 up for the strikers as well. Goes aerial again. Oh, it's because of the floating inside the circle. It's gone over the head in the end and gone for 4-2. From Amit Rawat, which wasn't far away from being wickets, has generated 10 runs instead. It's the downside of floating inside the ropes. Probably needed to go back earlier and then come forward, but it was a hard one to judge up in the sky. I think it's Bikash down there. Again, so far the fielding perhaps letting the Nepal Rhinos down a touch. Not that the 6 was a drop catch, no chance for Shrestha there, but that one was a genuine chance. He's not going to die wondering here, Rawat. He is swinging hard at everything. Saw a strike rate of 400 from Malakar. Now we've got a strike rate of 500 for Amit Rawat. Is there an edge there? Well, he's going to go for a cameo 3 ball 10. That's the end of Amit Rawat. And century strikes. Good catch there. Good glove work from Anshu. Well, wasn't going to die wondering, as I said. 6 and a 4. A wide, then a nick off to Tilmang. And the captain century gets his first wicket. 1 for 12 off 4 deliveries. It's been a roller coaster over so far. I'll tell you what, there's one man out there, Myra, who would be breathing a large sigh of relief. And that would be Bikash Shrestha after the drop catch at Cow Corner. Same man out 2 balls later. Even. 61 for 2 at the same time. The Nepal Rhinos, 55 for 2, the strikers. Mangal runner to the crease. Another successful over for the Rhinos. Back-to-back overs with wickets falling. After 8, the strikers 56 for 2. Follow us on our socials here at Kowloon Cricket Club for all the latest information. Facebook, Instagram, X and on YouTube. Scan the QR code today. Sujit starting well, just eases it Mangal to backward point. Still looking at the YouTube comments. AT17, that's not you, Ashish Thackeray, is it? In Nepal, watching on. Being excited about the glove work from Tamang. Well, that's going to be hit before wicket. And Sujit strikes, gets a second. That's the end of runner for one. Third wicket down for the Strikers on 56. This game is on as Manoj Bagri comes to the crease. Mangal out quickly as well. Wickets falling in 3 overs in a row now as the Nepal Rhinos strike back. Down low onto the hip. Umpire Imran Arif raises the finger. Hamid Ali still out there on the ground. He's lost 3 partners so far. Can Manoj form a partnership? Keep the Strikers in this game. As I said, pretty much the winner of this game will go top of grade 1 with such a fine net run rate margin in that first game. So bragging rights early. Sujit Limbu, 2 for 8. Oh my goodness, what a ball to start with. Too good for everyone there. It's going to be byes. Causing issues, Sujit Limbu, as we suggested he would, as he does. Okay, floater up in the air, and it's been overrun by long off. Misjudged completely. Again, if they were on the ropes, that would have been caught in the end. It's going to be 4. Hit it straight over the head of long off, who was 10 metres inside, now staying back on the ropes wisely. Easier to run in than head backwards. And back live. The full dropping one onto the toes of Hamid. Takes the single to long on. 6 runs and a wicket coming in the 9th. Strikers 62 for 3. Captain, century to bowl the 10th. Can he continue the string of overs with wickets falling? He's got 1 already. Well, this could be straight up, getting underneath, and it's been put down at deep cover. Should have been another wicket. Another chance goes begging for the Rhinos. Got there right in time, but it's bubbled out of the hands. And keeps it along the ground this time, Hamid Ali. Chances going begging for the Rhinos so far. But they're still on top at the moment. 63 for 3. This is going to be runs, perhaps leg byes. Wides +1 it was. So a couple in the books and need to re-bowl. Whoever was it? Long off is no longer as Sujit's out there in the catching position, right back on the rope. So is Bikash at a wideish long on cow corner region. That's not going to any of those regions though, because that's 4 runs. Going too wide there, Century. So it is Ashish Thakre in the YouTube comments. We'll be seeing him later in the season. The number 1 wicket keeper for Nepal Rhinos, and usually opens the bat, doesn't he, Myra? By memory. Enjoy Nepal. We'll see you when you get back, Ashish. Suman Century, a little wild, but that's in the air. Is that a chance? Nope, it's over the top of Bikash's head, and it goes for a maximum. Big over, should have been a wicket off the first delivery, but in the end, 14 runs coming from the 10th. We're at the halfway mark. Strikers past the halfway run chase, though. 76 for 3. They need 63 at 6.3 in the final 10. Sujit Limbu to bowl a third, 2 for 13 so far. And Buggery looking to get off the mark and does so down to long off. Stay on that camera long enough, we might see Usman Manj slowly walking around the boundary in early doing some coaching. No, Myra's cut Uzi off. There he is, top of screen. Usman Manj watching on the Morning League. And Sujit now to Hamid, who is watchful. Evenly poised game, but that's going to be runs. I don't think it'll be cut off. It's too fine. Hamid Ali, more than half the team score now for Hamid Ali, 43 of the 81. He's just taking full advantage of the chances he's been given. Drop catches. And that one's not going to be caught because that's too big. That's on top of the training nets. That's going to take it a while to get back, Myra. We're going to have a delay here. And somebody's got to go try to throw the ball up. More live cricket action next weekend here on KCC YouTube. On Saturday, it's Saturday Division 1 with KCC Crusaders up against USRC Lions live from 1 p.m. Then on Sunday, Premier League One Day returns with KCC Premier up against Pakistan Association Cricket Club Premier live from 10 a.m. KCC, the heart of cricket in Hong Kong. Found the ball, can continue. I'll take a quick single through mid-wicket this time. KCC Morning League boss Afzal Header retrieving the ball off the top of the training nets with poise and precision, using a cricket bat. Uses the feet down the pitch. Ahmed has brought up his half century. How about that? With that single, no reaction at all from the striker's dugout. Finishes off the over. 11 done. Strikers 88 for 3. I'm going to stick my head over the top of the railing here and say, strikers! Strikers! Yes, Muhammad Ali scored a half century. There we go. Sometimes you just got to lean over the balcony, Myra. Pravin Taba, new into the side this season. Going to bowl over number 12, the Rhinos, with the strikers on the lucky 88. And Muhammad Ali, 50 off 37. How many times has he been dropped, Myra? Twice at least. She gives me the double fingers. Quite rude in England if you did that. I'll count it, it's fine. I guess that's payback. Susan Shrestha got 2 lives as well. Dropped in a recalled Mankad. So we're 11 overs in. You've given me the V for victory. Who's going to get the victory here, Myra? Strikers for Myra, 88 for 3. Okay, I'll go with the Rhinos to get the wicket and get through. Pravin goes down. He gets back up. 2 dots to start with. So run a ball basically for the strikers from here. Drops it in short, but it's just going to one bounce. Out to the captain, Suman Shentry at deep mid-wicket. That's a win probably for the Rhinos. Get Muhammad Ali off strike with just a single. Perhaps try to attack the new batter, Manoj Bagri. Just the single so far. They're going to be attacking here. They're bringing everyone in. Mid-wicket, long on, long off, all coming inside the circle as Pravin comes in. Soft hands from Pravin. And then yes, no, yes, no. Well, it's all yes from Manoj. Not a much yesing from Hamid. He was happy with the single. And that's what it will remain. So I said it was handy that they got Hamid off strike, but he's back on strike again. 2 balls left to the 12th. Oh, that was there for the taking. It's bounced high over the top of middle stump, and Hamid, perhaps a bit of fatigue after being out there for almost 12 overs now, misses out completely. Expected that one to be flying towards the swimming pool pavilion. Hamid tried his hardest. He's not happy that he missed it. Fair enough. It was ripe for the picking. Flat back 6, 3 square leg instead. Doesn't miss out on the final delivery. 8 runs from the 12th. Strikers 96 for 3. Opening bowler Suman Shah back into the attack for over number 13. He's got 2 overs left. Incredibly tidy to start with, none for 6. But he's going to need to find a wicket or 2 in these final 2 overs. Otherwise the strikers might just cruise along under a runner ball from here. 43 required, 7 wickets in hand. You can see down below me, Captain Harold Pinto and Harmandeep Singh both padded up. See which one of those 2 comes in next, if required. Simon's going to start down leg, unfortunately, and can't be giving up too many more extras from here. 42 off 48. And that's a much better line back to the dots from Suman. Stops it with the boot. Keeps it to a dot. Manoj looking to attack. They're going to run on the arm, and it's good running and good backing up with the boot because that was going for extras as well. But Manoj came down the wicket and kept on running on that one. Gets home safely, rotates the strike to Hammett. Everybody goes back for the big hitting Hammett Ali. And it's gone up, and over the top of Big Ash's head once again. No chance for a catch that time. Go back all you like, but that one was heading towards the Kowloon Bowling Club. And drop chances really coming home to roost now. Muhammad Ali up to 63. Back live. And he's done it again. That one's gone through cow corner, and it's a bigger one. That might have gone into the children's playground. Big six. Back-to-back maximums to finish off the over. So in the end, 14 runs coming from the 13th. Strikers 110 for 3, needing just 29 now in the final 7. Prabin to continue, going around the wicket now. A big, thick inside edge. But again, good singles, good running. 50 partnership, boom, just like that. 55-run partnership now off 28. Wow. That's how to get themselves back in the game, the Strikers. It's either equal or close to the biggest partnership of the day. I think it was 54 in that first innings. Oh, that's going to be a no ball. Wide. This is what it's going to be. Yeah, I was right. Umpire Aaron gets it correct. I don't know where the no ball came, why the wide came from, but it's a no ball free hit. And there's the free hit. It's just going to be poked out. Seaman Shah was looking to the cow corner fielder to field this one. Oh, that's out. Did it hit? No, just missed. Wow. That was awfully close. I thought it hit the stumps. And I tell you what, Manoj was short there, but it's actually just wide and cannoned into Prabin. 2 runs off the free hit. That one's going Kowloon Bowling Club way as well. That one has, in fact, been donated to the Kowloon Bowling Club. So we'll need a new ball. Kowloon Bowling Club will have to go repair that divot of their bowling green. And Muhammad Ali gets his sixth. 77 of 120 runs off the bat of Muhammad Ali. I'm going to guess here, but I'm pretty sure he was dropped for the first time on 10. So 67 bonus runs. And he's making them pay. If they get the win here, the Strikers made... Oh, he's going again. This could be out into the bowling club again as well. No, it falls into the netting over the top of the sight screen. Muhammad Ali wants to go home early here. 2 more sixes will tie the scores. And the Rhinos have let this one go. It'll be a learning lesson for the Hong Kong Nepalese Cricket Association. Bit of fielding practice, catching practice. Grade 1. Catches, win matches. That one's not going to make the boundary. Work to do, or will make the boundary. It won't make it on the full. The dive can't stop it. Smashes into the Kowloon Cricket Club logo. And just 9 more runs required. 1 ball left of the 14th. Last 2 overs so far have gone for 34. Back live. And that's going to be 4 as well. So make that 38 runs off the last 2 overs for the Strikers. After 14, they've won 34 for 3. Just 5 more runs required for victory here for the Strikers. Three overs ago, Myra and I were deciding who was going to win. She went Strikers, and Myra and I were torn. The score 3 overs ago was 88 for 3, and it was an even game. It's now 135 for 3, just 4 runs required. And a consolation wicket. Sushant Shrestha just rattles the cage. The castle is castled. Manoj Bagri departs for 4. The Strikers 135 for 4. Late consolation wicket for Sushant. He's got 1 for 9. Well, easiest way to avoid having a drop catch is just to bowl them straight through middle stump. Harold Pinto, the captain, is going to come to the crease and try to find the winning 4 runs. Muhammad Ali's going to be stranded shy of a century. There's only chasing 139, so a 91 is still outrageous, Myra. Outrageous. And there was those 2 threefers in the first innings, and we were going to have to raffle who was going to be player of the match. But I think Muhammad Ali might have it. With his 91 off 50. Here we go. Sushant Shrestha to Harold Pinto. 4 runs required. Another tidy delivery from Shrestha. He takes a single and perhaps give Muhammad Ali the rights to finish this game off. Just doing the maths there, Myra. Remember we had that game which was Markhor against the Sunlawn Titans, and they won it scoring 47 in the final 3 overs? Yep. Strikers 46 runs in the last 3 overs before this one. There he goes. Is he going to be out before the game finishes? No, the drop catch once again finishes off the game here, and a big victory for the Strikers. Muhammad Ali going to finish on 95 off 51 deliveries, 10 fours, 7 maximums. And Muhammad Ali strolls off 95, not out in a morning league game, chasing 139. Outrageous. Myra, let's have a look at a batting and bowling card before we finish off today's broadcast. Dominated by one man, the Strikers. Well, there we go. Finally popped up. 95, not out. Dropped at least 3 times. But that's morning league. Take full advantage. Get player of the match. 95 off 41. 17 for Mars and a 10 for Rawat. Just the 3 in double figures and extras as well. 140 in 14.4. The bowling card and taught away early. But that middle stage has just let it go for the Nepal Rhinos. Suman Shah just got taken for plenty in his 3rd, but bowled well early. A wicket for Shrestha, 2 for Sujit, as we expect every time, 2 for 25, and 1 for the captain, Suman's century, 1 for 27. So there we have it. And the match summary will show a big victory, a 6-wicket victory for the Strikers. They will go top of the table in Grade 1. And Nepal Rhinos, they'll regroup and be back later in the season for their 2nd game. More KCC Morning League live action tomorrow morning. Grade 2, Myra. It's going to be Green Ink up against HSBC Live. We'll be live from 7 a.m. But from Myra Balochin Broadcast, this is Aaron Bush signing off.